Alrighty folks, you know what time it is. New bike day. Every single year without fail, I get myself a brand new Sur-Ron. This year's no different. Under this box, we have a 2025 Surron Light B. I usually buy one, ride it for a bit, and then give it away. But this year's a little bit different. I'm actually gonna be keeping this bike as my main bike for at least a little while. I'm gonna be testing it, riding it through the streets of LA for the next, I don't know, month, maybe longer, and see how it does. But I do have a bike to give away. This right here is a bike we're giving away for the next 3 months. Live on the website right now. Every dollar spent enters you to win this bike right here, my SR. I gotta say, probably the pound for pound best bike for the money you can get right now. And they're sold out. Extremely hard to find, extremely sought after, and it's up for grabs. You can enter for a chance to win this bike right now. Top link in the description, top pinned comment, hicksfam.com. You guys know the drill. Every dollar spent is one entry. Same rules always. Yeah, am I crazy for giving this away? Yes, I actually am, because I really like this bike, but I wanted to go all out for this one. This is the best bike I think we've ever given away. It could be yours. I'm gonna put this up since I won't be riding it. All right, folks, we are out here in beautiful Southgate, California. That is where the winner of this bike is. And we're about to hand deliver it to him, which is something I'm actually very excited to do. We had a quick phone call and it seems like a really nice dude. Real quick, I want to say, I don't have any part in picking the winner for these bikes. The first one was in Pennsylvania. The second one was in Florida. The third was in Orange County. The fourth is actually out here in LA County, which is surprising. A lot of people ask me why I don't live stream to pick the winner or anything like that. It's because I don't actually have any involvement. I pay a company to basically facilitate the entire thing. They fairly pick a winner. And when they select a winner, I actually don't have any ability to not give it to them unless I directly contact them and say, hey, even though you're the fair winner, I don't want to give it to you because, you know, I don't like you or whatever. I theoretically could do that, but it just would not be a wise move for a lot of reasons. And lastly, if I failed to give the bike away, they would come for me. The company that I hired would then come to me, and it just wouldn't be pretty. So I just want to say that for everybody who has any doubts about the stuff that I do on hicksfam.com. This is my favorite part, is actually giving the bike to somebody who's stoked to get it. So let's go. Are you Carlos? Yeah. Oh, hey, here's your bike. I have some other stuff in my car I need to give to you, but right, thanks, man. Nice to meet you. Man. Likewise, man. Yeah, dude.
Wow, man, that is awesome, bro.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
You'll figure it all out. So I know you're probably busy. All right, 3, 2, 1. Dude, that was sweet. What a cool dude. He's gonna be so stoked on that bike. Another one down, folks. hicksfam.com, you know where to go. Get to work. We're going to do the fastest unboxing and building, well, it's already unboxed, and building I've ever done. I made a mistake already. I may or may not have dropped it. And luckily, looks like the sticker actually took most of the damage. There's a scratch there, a scratch there. So that kind of sucks, but you know, now I don't have to worry about crashing it right off the bat. I already got the initial damage done. All right, let's get to it. I should have no reason to not be able to do this in like 30 minutes. This has got to be the fastest bike build of an e-moto we've done so far, because I've done it like 1,000 times by now. Now, you may be wondering why I would be excited to get a Light B, arguably the most overpriced, underpowered, least exciting e-bike. Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. There's tons of competition. There's tons of other options for e-bikes you can get. They're easier to purchase. You get more bang for your buck. Fun fact, I walked into a power sports dealership, which is now the only place you can buy a Surron in the United States, unless you know a couple of tricks, because I wanted to buy one off the floor and just ride off with it that day, right? Guess how much I was quoted out the door to get one of this exact same bike at a power sports dealership? $6,300. Yeah. I'll let that sink in for a second. So instead, I hopped on a Facebook marketplace, found a kind gentleman about 15 minutes from me selling his brand new in the box for $4,000. Shout out to my friend Hamlet if you see this. Very nice gentleman. I wanted one ASAP, but you know, there are other methods to acquire one of these bikes if you're in the know. But anywho, that is an obscene amount of money if you ask me. I don't know. I did not expect that. The website said it was like $4,700, which I thought was going to be difficult to stomach in the first place. And he said I wasn't walking out of there spending less than $6,000. I said, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Bye. And that's how that went down. Anyways, point is, now I have one. I am really excited to ride this because it is still the lightest e-moto you can get by a big margin. It's still decently powerful and fun to ride. The components are good enough. They're not great, they're not amazing, they're not perfect, but they're good enough. The bike feels light. It feels more like a mountain bike than a motorcycle, which is something I really decided that I want more of in my life after riding these big heavy e-bikes that are super powerful and a lot of fun and deliver other experiences. But I just need something light, man, especially as someone who loads one of these in a vehicle every time I go to ride. Like, I am 32 and I just be blowing my back out, you know. Every time I pick them heavy bikes up, back gets blown out, and you know, I'm looking for less back blowouts moving forward. So we're gonna see how this gets on. Maybe I love it, maybe I don't. Maybe I switch back to something else. Only one way to find out, and that's by getting on it and riding it for a little while. That's what we're gonna do. A couple upgrades, obviously color. This looks bad, but I think it's all the sticker that took most of the damage, thankfully, so I can get this sticker off, will be fine. There's a little nick here, a little nick here, and a little nick here. I thought it was a lot worse. Yeah, don't drop your brand new bike. What else? New grips, they feel a little bit better. I'm still gonna rip the end, of course, like everybody does. I believe the throttle is a little bit different. Got bronze forks, they look nice. Mudguards say Sur-Ron on them. You got a more powerful motor, peak 8,000 watt motor, 18-inch rear wheel, a little bit thicker. The brake hoses are a little bit thicker, but I think the brakes themselves are the same, which have never really been that impressive on these bikes. We'll see how they do. Seat's a little bit different. Other than that, I mean, I think it's the same. I really can't tell any significant differences otherwise. Battery's the same. One simple connector. Love that. See how much juice we got? 67% standard. All right, so pegs are already on. Usually you have to, you have to put one peg on. We're just gonna do the front end real quick. Boom, done. Very simple. Throttle feels good. Grips feel good. Gonna break the horn. Yeah, we're just cutting that right off. Time for the front wheel. Here we go. All right, folks, we're done. Here's how we're looking. Bike looks pretty good if you ask me. Very nice color. Classic Sur-Ron Light B look. See how much it weighs. Oh my God, dude, I miss having a bike that actually feels like a reasonable weight. Coming from bicycles, all these e-motors are so heavy. This is still by far the lightest one that still has decent power. So that's nice. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to give it the first ride. So let's go. All right, folks, we're back out in the streets. 2025 Sur-Ron Light B. How is it? First impressions, you may ask. Let me go ahead and give you some. Here's how it looks in some backlit sunlight. Let's check out the other side. Yeah. Maybe that's more pleasant for the eyes, right? Same thing. Green, couple new parts. How does it ride? Well, as somebody who has bought in quite a few years of Sur-Rons, I think I've had each model year from 22 to now. They're basically all the exact same bike. I'm gonna go ahead and say something brave, yet controversial. This is the same thing. It really feels almost identical. You may ask yourself, who would be looking to purchase a Light B in the big 2025, right? There's so many insane options out. And I am compelled to agree with you, especially given the fact that I walked into a dealership, a power sports dealership, and they tried to get me out the door with this bike for $6,300. That is simply absurd. By the time you watch this, I'm pretty sure there will have been price increases across the board for most of your favorite e-bikes. Pretty much anything you had on your radar, whether it be a pedal electric, pedal assist e-bike, or a e-moto like this, they pretty much have all gone up in price over the last couple weeks. So that's something to be expected. But other than that, I mean, why would someone go for this, right? Over a like an E-Ride Pro or a Talaria or like literally anything. And I will go ahead and say there is only one thing left that this bike does better than the rest, and it's a big thing if it matters to you, and if it doesn't, it's literally irrelevant. It's huge to me. It may not be anything to some people, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it: the weight. I thought by this time there would be so many options for bikes that were lighter than this. It kind of baffles me how none of the bike manufacturers care about that at all. Like, they don't care about reducing the weight and still having it being, you know, fun, at least like flickable and at least somewhat like jumpable and easy to pick up. I don't know. This is a personal thing, but I expected a lot of the next wave of e-bikes to really start going down in size. Oh God, there's literally poop all over the floor out here. What the f? Bro, LA remains undefeated in how disgusting it is. I haven't even been out here in like a month. Still nasty. Yeah, I mean, it's just the lightest bike. If you care about that, you know you do. Right? I don't think most people are going to be wondering if that's something they're on the fence about. A difference of 10 pounds really feels like a lot in these smaller bikes. So when you have this, which is a claimed 125 pounds, I actually haven't weighed it. Maybe I should do that. I think it's in the 125, 130 range. Here's one thing I know for sure. It weighs a lot less than my E-Ride Pro 3.0 and SR, even the SR that I'm giving away right now, hicksfam.com. Make sure you hit that top link in the description. But that's a result of two things, I think. One is just the decision of Sur-Ron to just keep this bike with the same identity that it seems to have had from the jump, which is, doesn't need to be the most powerful bike, powerful enough, lightweight to where it feels more like a mountain bike than a motorcycle. I think everything else that's new is coming out is leaning way more to the motorcycle side of things. This is definitely still like the last remaining bike that's on the mountain bike side, right? It's the only one left. Realistically, I want to go down these stairs. That was kind of the entire plan. I don't know where I'm going. We are going to go down those though, so stay tuned. So, I mean, that's really it. I think that's the only benefit. Yeah, they increased the motor, the power of the motor by a little bit. Like, is it significant? I would say not really. Like, it's a little easier to pop this bike up into a wheelie compared to how it used to be, just ever so slightly. I still suck at wheelies, so I'm like not the guy to show that off. But I mean, if you know how to wheelie, you know how to wheelie. It doesn't matter what you're on. If it's like 125 pounds, 150, 100, 200, like these kids nowadays, they can just like they get on anything and wheelie it. So that's not even something I think anyone's considering, right? But for me, I mean, I don't know, bro. This bike is definitely doesn't deliver that punch you get from the 72 volt bikes, the E-Ride Pro, the the Altis, any of that. It's not even in the same ballpark as theirs right here. But the fact that it feels like a mountain bike, bro, I mean, there's just something to it. That's the only thing left that this bike has going for it, really, is a mountain bike feel. Now this is an actual like humongous mountain. Let's see if we can make our way down it without going down. We got a guy on the stairs. What's up, dude? Hey, yo. Hell yeah. Bro, you can bunny hop this thing like it's a big bike, bro. I'm sorry. It remains undefeated for free ride, dude. If you are a free rider, then this is it. This is the last good, light, powerful, good part, decent price. If you get it off Facebook Marketplace like I did. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. You're good. Go ahead. Yep. All right. Yep. Well, that guy's having a great day. Good for him. Anyways, as crazy as it is to say it, like, I don't work with any of these brands. I don't work with Surron, obviously. I just love the bikes. Surprisingly, there's still a market of people who I think should buy this bike over pretty much every other option. It perfectly hits what it wants to be. It's really not trying to be anything else other than exactly what it is, which is like a lightweight, decently powerful, semi-jumpable, very playful bike. Easily the most playful. Oh man, I'm actually realizing how much I missed having this lightweight option in my arsenal, because like realistically, I could just get any e-bike I want. Most of us could, right? All of us adults with jobs. I know a lot of you are kids watching, so it's like, man, I wish I'd get one. But like, if you're my age, you can probably just buy yourself whatever you want, right? I'm 32. I could literally buy any, like, whatever choice of bike. So I don't want it to seem like we gotta carve this. Oh my God, bro, it's too good. It's too good. No, it's too good. No, it is too good for free riding, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm back on a bike again, dude. Oh my God, I'm having fun. I mean, here's the thing. Realistically speaking, if you're walking into a power sports dealership though, and you're looking at $6,300 to walk out with this bike, everything I just said goes out the window, right? Like, you can just forget all the good benefits, whatever. At $6,300, in my opinion, this bike is not worth it. That is the same price you can get an SR that's sold out currently. I mean, you can't buy one, but if you could, it'd be, I think, around that price, like somewhere like right around there. So like it's really difficult to recommend it at that price point. But if you can get one sub $4,000, don't ask how or if that's even possible. I don't know. But if you could, that'd really make this a hard bargain compared to just about anything else, right? I mean, sorry, anything else would be a hard bargain compared to this, in my opinion. For the amount of fun you get, all ages. I basically am 6 foot when I'm wearing shoes, and I don't feel tiny on this bike. I don't feel like a goofy person. Like, it's fun and flickable, and I can jump stairs and jump stuff and bunny hop curves, and I don't know, man. This bike really brings out the playful side of me when I'm riding. Like one of these e-motos that none of the other ones do. Not even close, really. The rest of them are much more close to like motorcycling experiences, if that makes sense, even though it doesn't, like, I don't know, it's kind of like a weird, that's the whole point of these, right? Is they're like motorcycles, but not really. Like, they're quiet and they're got bicycle attributes, and that's the point of it for a lot of people. But for me, I love being able to do that, bro. And just that simple curb hop right there is so hard to do on one of the heavier bikes. So we're gonna hit the left and go down Grand too. We're just doing free riding today. Why not? Yes, sir. Bro, dude, this bike it just brings you to life. I don't know what else to say. It really does. I am not every rider. I've come to realize that. I really thought, what is going on here? Oh, it's like a, or from a distance it looked like some, like, I don't know. Oh, that's a cat. Okay. Is that your pet cat? Is that your cat? No, okay. Okay, don't mind me. Hey man, I talk to myself all the time. You know, if you don't want to talk to me, that's fine too. I didn't think that was a weird question. Maybe she did not. I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's just reinforcing the thought that I have every day that maybe I don't actually exist, you know? Maybe I'm just out here talking to myself. Maybe I'm posting videos to YouTube and no one's actually watching. Maybe it's all my imagination. I don't know. Anyways, oh, that was fun. There's not much free riding to do in the city, but I try to do all of it in one day every time I come out here now. Like, that's just my goal. Bike has a regen on, which makes it a little difficult to try and pop up. I feel like it's yanking me back down when I don't know how to balance it. Oh, they're on a scooter date. W. I don't know, he's kind of leaving her in the dust though. I don't know. I want to give her some time to catch up, my brother. Anyways. And what's going on here? Skate sesh, sick. Out here in Little Tokyo, doing rounds. You know, I haven't been to the city in genuinely at least a month, maybe even more than that actually. Yeah, it's been a hot minute, so just kind of cruising around. I forgot how like low-key, I actually feel like truly low-key on this bike compared to the bigger ones. I just feel like a huge like thing to stare at. People are like, what is going on? There's a dude just riding a silent motorcycle through this plaza. But on this, it's much more like, I don't know, for some reason I feel like I can get away with it. I don't know if it's the size of the bike. There's nothing more quiet about it, so it's not that. I think it's mental, honestly. It's probably just mental. The feeling of being on an electric mountain bike compared to a more motorcycle-ish thing. Now, I still have Hyper B, the small Surron that they came out with this year, and the Ultra B in the mail, so I'll be doing videos about those too. Really excited to try out the new Ultra B. That seems like a good answer. I've never really been a fan of the size of the Ultra B though, because I don't do that much trail riding. I kind of do like, you know, mainly street riding. If I go off-road, it's pretty minor, right? I don't really do any serious off-roading whatsoever, so that's what the Ultra B is for. The Light B, it's an open secret that Surron doesn't like promoting riders who get their bikes and ride them in the streets and pop wheelies and do stunts and all that stuff. Like, they like, if you know, you know, like they just kind of, they don't like it, right? They prefer seeing their bikes ridden off-road only, right? Enduro racing, trail riding, just general off-road riding, and not in the street wheeling. So I am somewhat the antithesis of what they would like to represent, but for what I do, it just is what it is. Like, this is just the best bike for it. I don't know. And also, I've been hoping that like someone comes out with an answer to this bike. It just hasn't happened yet. It still is very dominant in the small category, in my opinion, because of how powerful the name brand is, one, but two, just the fact that they're remaining unique in their style of not trying to succumb to trends, in my opinion. Like, they could make it like a very powerful bike and make it heavier and compete with everybody and do the exact same thing. But for someone like me, I really appreciate the fact that they just have an updated version of the classic, you know, still very light. I can still pick it up super easy. Like, I really can't pick up most of my bikes this easy, and I'm in pretty good shape. It's not fun lugging a 170-pound e-bike around all the time. It just ain't, right? 125 pounds ain't great either, but it's better. I know it's better than 180 or whatever. So anyways, one way or another, I will be riding this bike. God, just throwing stuff. Hey, don't throw anything at me, please. I will be riding this bike for at least the next month. At least 1 month, we will be riding the Light B. Taking it back to where it started. We got a Waymo rolling through Skid Row. Totally empty. Dude, these never fail to trip me out, dude. The fact that they're just actually empty. Like, it's just weird. This one's going through Skid Row, which is kind of funny. I wonder if the Waymo is aware of its surroundings whatsoever. Oh, bro. Yeah, yeah, I'm back in love with the Light B all over again. All over again, I'm right back. So here's top speed, 73 kilometers per hour. Not impressive at all. You know, if you're looking for top speed, if you're a speed demon, this ain't your bike. You know, quite simply, it's just not. Does it have enough pep to get you around? Yes. Is the battery life kind of abysmal? Also, yes. When I started talking, we were on 88%. We're now on 73%. I would say on my e-ride, I'd probably be at like 93%, but I didn't start at full. I started at 88. So what is that, 15% reduction? I'm sure I'd have at least double that. I guess it's just a matter of science, really. I thought that there would be at least something that was this light, but like twice the power and range by now, but it just doesn't exist. I don't know. I'm sure someone's trying to make it somewhere, but as of right now, there's just nothing that comes close to that, like, at all. It's not a thing, right? So this is as close as it's gonna get. You can always upgrade your Surron, put a you know, make a 72 volt, get yourself some extra speed, even less range. Then you got to get a bigger battery, which means more weight. You're kind of eliminating the point. In my opinion, if you're doing that, you might as well just buy one of the bikes that comes like that out of the box nowadays. So if you have ever ridden one of these and you felt like it's not enough speed, well, then you're probably right. You know, you're probably right. It's probably not enough speed. and you're gonna need something more powerful. And at that point, the benefits of it being lightweight probably don't even matter to you, honestly. Like, they probably don't. So I don't know. One thing that hasn't changed is that there's still not a place where you can really go and like ride all these bikes. You know, most places will not let you ride them at all. You just have to buy it and then hope that it's good. So that's why I try and give you like my opinion of riding most of them, you know. But I buy everything that you see on my channel as far as e-motos, like pretty much every one. The only one that I think that I didn't buy was the Solar Eclipse, if memory serves correct. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, sorry, the Throne too, the Throne Serpent. Throne Serpent impressed me a lot though. Other than that, everything that I have like shown off on this channel as far as e-moto, bought with my own money. So, you know, I have no reason to say that something's good if it's not, really. I like don't care what most people think. But if someone thinks that I'm, you know, if I have an incorrect opinion, that's what it is. You know, it's an opinion, so take it or leave it, whatever. Anywho, dude, we like, how do I always end up out here? We're about to pull it straight through here. Crazy. Exter making a big U-turn. People go down like that if you're not paying attention. Wham! Hey, you ask me, still enough to get around the city, that's for sure. Still fun, still peppy enough to get from, you know, start. Let's go from a stop right here. Got a red light. I mean, does it absolutely tear the skin off your face? No. Definitely not. I mean, not even remotely. So yeah, prepare to be underwhelmed by the speed, pleasantly surprised by the weight. If you pay the right price, and you pay the right price, I can't tell you what the right price is. That's up to you to decide, but you know, still by far the most bang for your buck you can get buying a brand new e-bike, in my opinion. I just love these things, man. I've never had a problem with one. I've never had one break down. I'm sure there are people out there who have had problems, so I'm not saying every single one is perfect, but the fact that they didn't change anything means there's so little to go wrong, right? Everything is just, it's the motor, the battery, it's the bare basics. They've been doing the same thing for so long. It'd be hard. They'd have to try to mess it up at this point, right? So yeah, full pull tuck is just like, I don't know. Like if something went wrong at this speed, it'd still be really bad. So, you know, if your idea of dangers is that you're going so fast that if you crash, you'll probably die, you still got that here. I don't know if that's what you're looking for. You could still, you know, definitely die if you crash going full speed on one of these. And I want to say one more thing too. If you keep waiting for your dream bike to come out, you'll be waiting forever. Just get something that you can afford and start riding, dude, because at the end of the day, once you get any one of these styles of bikes, this hobby is life-changing, dude. I've been riding bikes my entire life. I've ridden BMX forever, dabbled in mountain biking, rode road bikes seriously for like a while. Not like insane, but like I'd say, you know, every week I'd do at least 4,000 or 5,000 feet of climbing. Like I was in it, right? I've done all types of biking. There's nothing like this, dude. There's nothing like these bikes. Just get you one, man. Doesn't matter if it's this year, last year, 2022 model. Get something used, get to ride it, man. It's gonna be the most fun you have, and you're gonna be like, man, Hicks was right. I should have done this a while ago. Hey, man, I'm telling you, you listen to me or not, but we're all gonna be riding while you're waiting. Anywho, first video back. Remember, hicksfam.com. I'm giving away one of the best e-bikes you can buy, and you can't even buy it right now. At the time of me filming this, they're sold out pretty much everywhere. I don't know where you can buy one. It is insane, the bike that I'm giving away. So if you're interested in that, if you want to see more details, enter for a chance to win at hicksfam.com. Official rules are on the website. Other than that, that's it. Me and my new light fee are going home. As always, folks, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video very soon. Peace.